You're sticking out a little.
You're not snuggling. It's the north one. There's a bank of phones for sale someplace here, and it says Vermont North on the edge. Here's the ones over here.
I know.
Oh, sorry.
Where's the chickens and all that?
Yeah, are the chickens there?
Okay, well, if you're gone, then we need to go through line.
I think Karen forgot her teeth, so we're going to have to try to get a hold of that.
Well, here we are on our first day at the junior camp, and here we have one of the little ladies down at the dining room getting it all neat and cleaned up for us. Brother Johnson is walking by, but I'm not going to get a picture. This is where they're going to have their big baptism. And if we can kind of zoom in, there's a lake down here.
It's a river.
Is it a river? Okay. And they'll be having their baptism down there. Now, over across the road, there's some guys over here chopping cane, if we can pick it up. Can't quite tell if we're going to get a good enough view of it, but... And if I zoom over a little bit more, we've got a papaya tree over here. Oops, wrong way zoom. Okay, here we are, and they're hanging prolifically off of these trees here in the backyard of the junior camp. Well, I'm going to walk over and see if I can get these guys doing the cane a little closer. So here we are, a little bit closer to the cane cutters, and the stuff is about 10 feet tall, and they've got large machetes that they're trying to work this stuff with. And then over here we have their little cart and their little horse that's waiting to carry it out. This is what I'd call labor intensive. Here is the part of the camp where they have camp meeting, junior camps, different kinds of meetings. This is one side of the building that's all open. They play basketball in there or whatever else. This is sort of still the side of the area. Here we are on the east side, I think, of this area. You can see in the background perhaps the high mountains that surround this whole area, and it's really jungle, an intensely amount of vegetation, lots of birds. We pan back down to the river where the baptism will take place. Some of the gringos down here, I don't know who they are, but some of the guys that came from back east. There was a group of 20 of them that drove, and I think it's some of them. Here we have the front of this whole camp. This is where we drove up. Up in the window is Gladys waving to say hello at us. And this is what we saw when we drove up. The cars you see there are ones that some of the group from back east, Maine, drove all the way down. And when we arrived, all this was here, plus the ones we came in, which was at 2 a.m. Thursday morning. We got finally bedded down in the dormitories, and I don't know, it was probably about 3 or something by the time we got to bed, but we were mighty happy to get here. Okay, here we are in the dining room, and you can see this is the group that's pulled in from Maine and Idaho, Montana, California. We have dentists, we have doctors, we have just several different professions. And then the ladies have made this breakfast for us. This is a lady that's standing as a teacher in Maine. You can see we have fruit, we have all kinds of different beans, tortillas. And here are the ladies that made the breakfast this morning. One here. They're little children that live on the campus. The other lady, they've been up really early getting everything all done. We're looking at the kitchen. You can see the cooking stove, and then on around to the sink area and the cabinets. And as you can see, this is reduced down to its simplest denominator. They have very, very little to work with here, but boy did they put on a meal. Wonderful. A lot of fresh fruit, tortillas, beans, and a cheese to die for. They really did good. Okay, now we're looking at all of the school supplies that came from California, from Maine. Our things over here, and we're going to put them all together and make make bags for the children. And then, this isn't all of it yet. Then in this room, we have, talk a little bit louder for me.
We have 87 in these 2 bags, plus all of this.
And these are the things they're going to be giving to.
Right. Now the lady who collects these, many of these, I don't know if not all of them, her name's Evelyn Richards, and she's in Canada. This is her hobby, is collecting these things for about 10 cents, washing them up and putting clothes on them, and sending them down here.
And you can see the assortment is just amazing here.
Yeah. Is that all year?
That's great.
She doesn't pay more than 10 cents for each one of these.
Fantastic.
This is the assembly line. They're sorting and packing all the felts, color books, crayons. Give out to different places.
Okay, here we are in the assembly line again, and the guys are taping up the bags that we put all the things in, which consisted of a coloring book, a toy, crayons, pencils, soaps, some other things. Anyway, we ended up having to take the erasers and the yardsticks out, not the yardsticks, but the measuring devices, because they were more for a secondary level, so we had to redo some of the stuff, and they're just getting them taped up now.
It's really some pretty country here. Hear the birds singing, and it's nice and green. And warm with lots of humidity. This is called horsepower. Hi. The guy's been doing some grinding, weed chopping this morning, and that's a load of stuff. I don't know if they're going to feed it to the cows or what. But this is their little chopper, and I think that's sugar cane they've been cutting it. You can see the sugar cane fields out here.
Mountain, very steep anyway.
Wait.
Okay, ready? And the steepness surprises us when we look up there and see cornfield almost at the very top. And the pitch of the land is just extremely steep. And then as you come over to the right a little bit, you see where they're slashing and burning the land so they can put more of it into agriculture. There's generally cattle up in those places, and they have fences, and the fences end up growing. Oh man, and there's a gorgeous butterfly which we can't get, but the colors in the butterflies around here is just brilliant.
This time.
I don't know. Anyway, and she just was angry, really angry, and so we back to her. And they were in a store going on, and there was a little gal. Anyway, we wanted to take a picture of the market, and she and her mom saw and stuff, and she went and hid in the corner and cried. And so I just told her to But, and you know, how did they take care of their crop? It's so steep.
Two little girls.
She helps us. I tried to call her different times. She wanted to bring a bunch of students. They couldn't make connections, but pretty, isn't it?
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Okay, this is the road, the new road that's going to San Lorenzo. And before before when Karen and Gary were here, that road wasn't here. They was going to have to hike all the way in. And they had stopped at this little village, and the lady invited them in to sleep on her floor with a smoke fire in the middle of the floor.
It took us about
But
5 hours.
they were really grateful to get to that point. It was rainy hard when they were hiking in here before. But you can see now that the road is here, and so this is the last 7 miles into San Lorenzo. Okay, in the distance you see the little town finally that we're going to. And this is San Lorenzo with the new road that comes into it. And we'll be there in just a few minutes. Down in the bottom we're seeing some of their cattle. Then again over here, going back to the little village with this new road, the children that walk from San Lorenzo to they do have a church school here, but some of the kids walk clear back almost, we haven't decided, 5 or 7 miles. See, here's all the little boys and girls want to look and see their picture. We'll get some more boys and girls. See? See? All the little people looking. This is school. Did you see? There you are. Some more pictures of the school and the moms and the dads. To put your hand there. Yes. There's our playground. Here's where we came in the pickup. All of our things in it. Whoopsie. Okay, now we're going to look at the view. Oh, yeah, the mountain. Coming around again, Gary, over there by part of the school. We're going to look, oh boy, that up here at the mountain.
No. No.
The mountains are really high here. A lot of come back down. You get some of the school again below. We have the dental clinic being done here by the dentists that came in from Maine, working on the patients. They have some more patients waiting here along the front of the school, and they have an assistant over here that's helping. And
Conejito.
no.
¿Quién agarró más? ¿Quién le dio
He's
más?
pulling the tooth of this patient the hard way.
Es lo que la televisión. Wow.
Like television, see?
Oiga, go there. Es lo que la televisión. Ay, sí.
Really? I got it. I'm taking it. Oh, that's a hard one. How much anesthesia?
Aguántalo, Román. Aguántalo. Aguántalo, Román. Que aguantarlo.
Okay, Karen's going to help the dental tech here do some work at doing sterilizing and taking care of instruments. And they're still working over here on the little boy that they broke the crown off of his tooth, and now they're trying to work on the roots to get the roots out. Same tooth.
Norman, I think you should ask.
No.
34 teeth, but
34 teeth.
you probably haven't seen 34 teeth.
Okay, got it.
We're counting teeth.
Sure. Okay. Gracias. Okay, he's putting a deadening in it now. Okay, he's trying now after putting deadening in it to see if he can get it out. Must be very tight. This little kid is incredibly brave. He's not crying. Very, very tough. Shoot, I don't know what else Are you saying what the deal is? Okay, this is the group that came. We had all been at, where were we? No, after we left there. Anyway, we were all together over at the camp meeting place, and we packed everything up and came over here to San Lorenzo. And we're going to spend a couple of days here at the school and looking, seeing what's happening. And so this is the group that came. Perdóname. This is Fred, who has really started the area here and kept up with these people. I can't get it. I can't. Well, you do it. I can't get it, honey. See, they're right in front. Get a picture of Diana. Right here beside the bed. Come back and get her. And this is Fred's wife that Eddie's taking pictures of now.
This is his mother.
Where am I?
Come back down so we can see
Josh, where's Josh? Josh.
This is his dad.
Josh.
Here we have Mel working on one of the little patients. Doing a tooth extraction. Really very hard. Got it completed. Finishing up. Well, this is the baño, most as we would know, bathroom. The doors are non-existent, so the guys are over here from MPI deciding that we could have a little privacy, and they're going to build some doors for us up there. I am. The toilet in here is not bolted down, so when you sit down, it wants to not only tip over but take off. Of course, there's no seats on the toilet, but not to worry, you can use it anyway. The flushing, you turn a little spigot and get some water in a bucket, and then you dump the water in the toilet, so that all works. And I'm going to show you the mountains up here that's above the school. I have no idea what the elevation is here, but the mountains are just absolutely straight up and straight, all covered with vegetation. And I know this isn't going to do it justice, but the jungle is just amazing here. Now over here they're starting a new section for classrooms, and these guys are doing the cement work this morning. This is the way they always do it, just on the ground, and put some water in the middle of it, and then start just working and working and working it on the ground. Okay, so now you can see a little closer what it's actually like. Got one of the MPI guys here working on it with one of the little Spanish kids, and here's a little boy coming to school. Notice the shoes, boots. Some of these little primary kids walk many miles to get to school every day, and it's absolutely just up and down, up and down, up and down to get here. Hola! He's cold this morning. It's not quite 7:15 yet, and school starts at 7:30 for the little tiny guys. Teacher, buenos dias, señor. No, it's okay. One of the el professors. And he's one of, this fellow is a first-year teacher getting ready to go to class. Then the high school kids come at noon, and they go to school till 7:30 at night. You can see over here that's going to be a fairly big addition. See the uprights standing where they're pouring the concrete. So they're going to have a lot more room if they can get the money to with the blocks. Oh, parrots. Toto? Okay.
Sí, también, o sea, este pericolor es un poquito más grande. Sí.
Okay, little
Now
parrot.
if they have the power on, we better do some.
Here's some more little boys that have come Niños for escuela. They notice the backpacks. Everybody seems to have backpacks down here. Getting their school things out. Oh, he has a slingshot. Hold it up. Let me see. See. The slingshot in the pocket. Hold it up. Ken. Let me see in your pocket. Slingshot. Good. Muy bien. Yes, see. I bet he knows how to use it too. Good. Muy bien. A door for the baño. These guys got right on it this morning. We saw a little earlier in our pictures. Now they're getting it so the showers can be a little more private. See? Up there. Make them come closer. 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 Or go away. Far, far away. See? I'm showing a little friend here.
Ya las vi ahí, venían como 5,000 pesos.
I'm doing some demonstration here for my friends, so. Oops, oops, oops. I know, honey. Okay, we're gonna. We have the longhouse, so to speak, here, where everybody's kind of communal living. It used to be the schoolhouse, she said, but now this is where they're cooking for us for our meals.
Take a picture of the ladies cooking for you.
Okay, I will. Lanita has us on a tour. Oh, I never get a picture in here.
Actually, when I came in, his blankets were all on the floor. He slept on the floor here last night because they gave their room to Freddie and my parents.
Oh.
So they slept in here. But this is where other teachers live normally. And then if you want to take a look in there a little bit, yeah, this is the kitchen.
Okay.
Yeah, Dawn used that bathroom yesterday. She did.
Es que nadie no estaba ocupado.
Look how clean their clothes are. How do they keep them clean?
That's what I asked. How they keep them clean when it's so muddy and.
It's amazing. Here's one of the principal's little girls eating special.
Sorry, go ahead.
It's okay. Oops, oops.
Sí, ella no
No,
sabe.
step that way. Sorry, what you said in your picture here, sir.
These are their sleeping quarters. This is okay. You notice there's six beds here, and we have a dirt floor. How far did they have to bring the propane?
Which is what we came doing. It lasts about 4 months.
Long, long, long ways on terrible, terrible roads. Notice for the whole family, this is the dishes.
Night, and then they grind their corn over there, and then they've got their bus, and they make.
Also, it's made out of fresh
Here's where they grind it.
not dry.
Well, no, it's dried. It's dried, and then they soak it in lime water all
Oh,
night,
I'm getting
and then
hard.
they grind it
Okay.
up. And then I make
Okay, here's the tortilla press down here,
Uh-huh.
and she's blowing. You see the tortillas on the fire there.
Oh, yeah, can you get it without the little girl there? No,
I got it.
Oh.
I did.
Quieren,
I was sorry.
si se mueve la niñita al lado para que puedan ver las tortillas en el
You
color.
notice the smoke.
A veces sale una foto aquí, pero
The
nada
whole
más que se
room
ve el
is
color.
just absolutely filled with smoke.
I'm here so you get me.
Yeah, es que
It isn't, but I don't.
Wait till I get out. Wait till I get out. Okay? That's proof that we were here. Norman, we're down here.
Come
And
over
that's
here,
wood.
Norman.
This
Bring
is a
Melvin
wood.
with- Yeah. And then they put lye on top of that also. It's going to do with lye stuff and lye and water.
On the pan?
Norman, they're making tortillas. You want to come?
Yeah, I can see them.
That's a chichon.
Okay.
Oh, this is the chichon that you ate last night.
Okay.
The funny stuff.
And they burn that.
They burn that off, and then, well, yeah, they'll use it for fuel. But that's
Chichon.
what chichon is what you ate last night. The little green, the
Sure.
little
Tomato.
tomatoey.
You
Yeah.
can
That
just
was
see that this
good.
is absolutely
And they're gonna
smoky
go get
as
some
can
more
be.
today in the mountains, but they have to hike really far in to get it because
Oh,
this is the kitchen.
It's
They're
okay.
making your tortillas now.
Aren't they nice? Beautiful.
hot, hot.
Hot.
Does she want to
Where,
eat it?
where did they burn that? Bring it in
Under
here?
the fire, yeah.
Here.
Right.
Is she going to do some of the press? Oh, here we go.
Yeah, she's gonna, there's her.
Okay, here's the tortilla she's done in the press. Putting it on the fire. Has another little ball of them.
Oh no, it's a Salvadorian earthquake.
Guess we're feeling the Salvadorian clear up here. Huh?
It's just absolutely perfect. Getting a few handprints on you. That's okay. We have a little indigenous Indian lady coming. You can tell by the outfit she has on that she's an Indian, and this is their particular costume for this tribe.
Mira la piedrona, ¿ves? Ese que está allá, ¿ves? Sí. Mira, aquí es. O cuando ponen. Sí.
This is the breakfast that we're having, and the lady that made it. And here you see potatoes with eggs, half-cooked eggs, and we have beans, have cantaloupe, and here's her stove over here that she has used to make it. Bless their hearts, poor, poor people, but giving us the very best that they have. Well, here is the local optometrist plying his wares with the population. We have a whole bunch of glasses that someone sent down. Some of them are bifocal, some of them are single vision. And without too much communication of the language, it's just see and no. Can you see or oh no? And so you just try them on different ones to see how they are. You kind of have to go by age, just see if they need bifocals or not. Then you have to show them that you use a soft cloth. We gave out, I can't tell you how many we gave out last night. And this morning the people started coming by 7, and so we started again. Little did we know that this would be one of the jobs we do down here, but here we are, so you do whatever has to be done.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. This is the group Eddie's doing glasses for, and they just keep coming and keep coming. And last night we had several who had to walk 2 miles home after they got glasses, and that was after dark. And it just seems incredible, the amount of space, the amount of ways they have to walk to go to school, to go to come here, do anything. Here are some of the ladies in their colorful outfits. This is very typical of the area again, and I'll zoom up close so you can see their colors.
Did you get the mama with her baby with the matching dresses?
I haven't yet. But you can see how beautiful colors are. Bright, bright, wonderful things. Little guys. Okay, here's the little school starting. The teachers getting their kids ready to come in. This is the primary grades. And because we're sleeping in some of the classrooms, they don't have all their classrooms to work with today, but they're going to make do, they said. If you notice, a lot of little sandals and a lot of little bare feet. If I can get some with some of these people here in a minute. Little bare feet. And there's a lot of them, actually. And then if you notice, over to the left, a lot of the little boys have gum boots or whatever they're called. And you can sure see it's muddier than all get out around here. This is the way she wraps the baby in back and then can carry around. I wished I'd gotten the first of it, but anyway, you can kind of see how they do with the babies. And they adjust, and the little kid's all ready to take his nap right there in the back. This is an unusually neat little mom with her little girl all dressed to match, and then the baby.
Amigo de Juanito. Juanito no vivía muy lejos de la ciudad. A él le encantan las mariposas. ¿Cuántos de ustedes les gustan las mariposas? Todos. Yo soy también de que me encantan las maripositas. Había mariposas de diferentes colores. Había amarillos, había negros con rojos, había blancos, había medio verdecitos, de diferentes colores. Entonces, en una ocasión, Juanito se acerca a su mamá y le dice, mami, ¿me das permiso para buscar maripositas? Está bien, hijito, dice la mamá. Puedes ir. Voy a enseñarles un versículo que dice, en Dios confiaré y no temeré. Se acordó de este versículo. Así que Juanito lo que hizo, se arrodilló, oró. Le dijo a Dios,
I think he's got them upside down here.
Benjamin. Ok, estos que vean. Póngase a ver. Póngase los lentes. Benjamin. No. Ajá, póngase los lentes. No, aquí. Ok. Y este señor de...
La gorra.
Okay.
Here we are back at the optometrist's office again. I'm having a hard time getting them to understand.
Okay. Oh, what's your husband's name?
Eddie.
Eddie? Okay, look up. I'm going to try to get a picture.
The hard thing here is that so many of these people don't read. A few do, and so you're never sure if they're really able to read or if they're illiterate. I'm not sure. That's okay. They're lining the kids up here. They're going to do some marching, I think, some drills perhaps. Anyway, we're going to look and see what happens here in a minute. And then we're going to hand out bags of school supplies and toys and toothbrushes, toothpaste to each one. There's the teacher that's giving the directions is over here.
Oh, they're doing some move.
The flag raising will happen here in a minute. This is the principal that's standing here that has the 7 little kids and slept on the dirt floor all night last night for us. go the students down to the mid part. Because he had so much to do with his school getting started, they've asked him to say something to the students. And he is the man that was for 12 years down here as an industrial arts teacher at the college, fell off of the building and became paralyzed, and has so much to do with contacting the lay pastors now and making sure their reports get in and paying them, even though he's in very, very, very bad health. We don't know if this may be his last time here.
You're just in time for some action. So.
Actually, what you see is what you get. It'll be a little brighter.
I think to do toothbrush, and I'm going to give him candy now. Is that pretty good comparison?
That's good for the dance. Lorraine's handing them out the toothpaste, and this man over here is handing out candy. So.
Ama mucho a los niños. Así que cuando me dijimos si quería venir, le dijo sí, quiero venir. Y quiero traer cosas para los niños. Y también cosas, regalos para los maestros. Los maestros necesitan regalos también, ¿verdad? Sí. Entonces primero le vamos a dar los regalos a los maestros. Ellos son los que le dicen. ¿Okay?
Bueno, un aplauso antes de...
Un aplauso. Quiero que todos digan gracias, bien recio. Así.
Gracias.
Gracias. Muy bien. Porque a usted le va a gustar lo que le vamos a dar. Primero a los maestros y luego a los niños.
No, I'm going to take pictures.
Esta bolsa es para el director de la escuela. ¿Okay? tiene muchas cosas para el maestro. Luego tenemos bolsitas para los maestros que tienen hojas, calcamonías y ejemplos para que puedan recortar y para ustedes. Ahora, nada más tenemos otras cositas para ellos, saludamos. Lucas Díaz Sánchez, ¿quién es Lucas Díaz Sánchez? A ver, ¿quién es este? Un hombre soltero, ¿quién es el soltero aquí? ¿Dónde? Si no le viene la ropa, pues Dionisio Díaz.
También es
We need the markers.
Yeah,
We need, where's it?
Tito López. ¿Quién es Tito? ¿Tito? Oh, bueno, usted es Tito, sí, ok. Lucas Díaz, López López.
Or did they just kind of change them on to go to work?
¿Hay hombre soltero?
Aquí hay un soltero.
¿Hombre soltero o no? ¿Ya tenemos todo maestro?
Nadie se quedó. Falta Márquez. Son dos solteros que no están. Pero Márquez
¿Qué de esa familia Márquez López? Muy bien. Ahí lo vamos a repartir, ¿ya?
Are we going to do it from back to front? Okay. One more. Okay, no, you know what we're going to
no lo borren, ¿no?
Ah,
La izquierda, la mano izquierda, ahí está marcada. No borren. No lo vayan a borrar. No borren. No, it's okay.
You sure?
Yeah, they're waiting patiently.
This is the man that donated all this stuff for these little kids. He said one time that he didn't have enough when he came down here, and he said, "We'll never let that happen again." All the people in his office bought stuff.
Guarden silencio, todos guarden silencio.
They're bringing in some stuffed animals now to give away.
Silencio, guarden silencio, ¿verdad?
a regalar algo más, pero voy a decir.
Hay una señora.
Que si no guardan silencio no le van a dar regalos.
Hay una señora en nuestra iglesia que todo el año ella se busca de los animalitos de peluche y muñecas para darles a las iglesias y a los niños. Así que les vamos a dar unos ahora. Y las maestras y los que están repartiendo les van a poner una marca en la otra mano o una crucecita donde ya pusieron una marca para saber que ya pudieron saltar. ¿Ok? Y otra cosa no van a poder escoger. Lo que le dan es lo que le damos. Si quieren repartir entre ellos mismos o cambiar está bien, pero nosotros no podemos escoger. Nada le damos lo que damos.
They put a marker on each little kid's hand every time they pass something out so they know that everybody's got it.
These two back here are good. Yeah. But they want one here. Fuzzy ones.
Okay, mira.
I guess nothing's known.
They're jumping line, Gary. The little kid's really excited about this.
Puro mexicano ahí, ¿ves?
These guys want to get their picture taken, so they're just... They like that. Here's a real ride. They use them here too. They got sweat under the saddle. There's a pretty little bush. Somebody's house. They saw the wood with a chainsaw, and the boards are pretty straight too. I don't know what this little thing is. Looks like a termite nest with a door in it though. It's time to go to school. These guys are getting ready to can up some wood here, make some boards.
Yeah.
At least they got a good saw anyway. That's the way I do it.
Amazing how you can do things without tractors and
That's right.
equipment and
You got enough manpower, you can get her done.
A ver si alcanza. Bueno. ¿No problema? Casi tiene. Muy bien. Amor, porque antes que pasó se
they don't have a PV to roll. They don't have a log roller. They don't have any equipment, a bar or anything. You just raw manpower.
Right. Yeah.
quiere.
No pesa mucho, pesa.
Sí, pesa, ¿ah?
Sale. No. Apenas vamos a buscar palanca. Con palanca.
Sí, con palanca.
Con palanca. A ver.
They get it. One way or the other, they get it.
Tan chico para los platos. Tan chico apoyando. Sale.
So with no broken down grandpa, I'd help him.
I think Grandpa better stay away.
Me, I mean.
Oh.
Salta palanca, checa la palanca. Tico más. Sí, Dios, voy más. Sale. Sí, Ah, no, sí. Hala, pasa, levántale. Mocha, si la te tiene. Tachas le ve. Poco tale, poco se cajan de las vale. No, sale está ahí.
Un momentito, voy a poner la cuña.
Bueno. Hachkan pucha mustah, mustah kan sekuntan lah. Oke, kita este. Bueno. Bueno. ¿Y ahora?
No puede rodarlo, ¿ah?
Ah.
No puede rodarlo.
A ver. Vamos a rodarlo.
Got these big old rocks to play with here too.
Yeah.
See that one down below is keeping it from rolling.
Un momentito.
Ajá.
Vamos a quitar este un poquito, ¿ah?
Ah, sí. Ajá.
Ahora sí.
¿Y también esto?
También este.
Sí.
No, este está bien.
Ah, bueno. Vale, para acá. Ah, cuando vamos a levantar y mete la cuña.
Mete la cuña.
Sí.
This old guy here used to live down here years ago, so he can talk their language pretty good.
Más seguro.
Moja más seguro. Bueno, páralo.
Ok.
Si bien mancho con la tic-tac. Páralo. Ahora mete la cuña.
He come back with his kids, him and his wife come back with their kids to visit. His boy was a treasurer for a long time for MPI, and he got hurt in a building accident. I think we've got some of him on this earlier.
derecha de aquí. Ok.
Ya tiene cuña.
Sí.
Ahora,
¿Contarlo?
¿dónde está el otro ayudante? Se fue.
No, no es mi ayudante.
Oh.
No.
Okay, he's got to fix up his chalk line. He mashes up old flashlight batteries to put the black on the string, and that's what they use for their chalk. Huh.
They did this before they ever had chainsaws when they sawed them. They used to have to get this up on a platform about 6 feet high. They'd roll it up there, and then one guy would get underneath, the other on top of the log, and they'd go up and down with this.
Big old handsaw, huh?
Yeah.
Sí, acá.
Aquí,
Ah,
okay.
sí.
Muy bien.
Está muy alto.
Muy alto, sí. No, ese no se ve.
No se ve, no se ve.
¿Quiere probar aquí?
No tengo. Ah, bueno.
Ah, puede
Vamos, levántate. Vamos a darlo.
Fix that. See the ants coming out of that log. Upset their household.
Ahora sí. Más o menos.
Ay, perdón.
Más adentro, más adentro, más adentro. Sí.
Un momentito. Agárralo bien.
Bueno, bueno.
Todavía está muy alto.
Sí, está bien, está bien.
¿Está bien?
Sí, sí. Está bien, está bien.
See, I've never seen them do this before with the chainsaw. I used to watch them with the handsaw, but
Mejor entrada aquí.
Just take a look at that. That thing is as straight as straighter than a bandsaw could do it. Just amazing.
Hasta hablando en la máquina.
Ah, sí.
You just can't beat that. And I saw some of the boards they did, and you know, they're the same on both ends, same on each side. They're not like a bandsaw or the saws we see. They're inch on one end and a half inch on the other end, and they're really, this is good.
¿Quiere hacer este listo entonces?
¿O quiere verlo?
Sí.
Ah, bueno. Y si quiere verlo, vamos a hacerlo de una vez.
He's going to make one more slab and then we'll go. This afternoon maybe somebody else wants to come down and watch while he'll cut some boards.
Okay, good.
Vamos a sacarlo. No, ya. Cuña. Cuña, Cuña.
¿Qué?
¿Lo fue?
No le queda la cuña. Sí.
No es así. Cortar. Volteadito, así está. El otro lado que está. Este.
¿No quiere cuña allá o no?
Ah,
¿Sí?
sí. Bueno, ya.
¿Ya?
Gracias. ¿Qué muerto? Vamos a sacarlo.
One guy's been drinking, he's kind of unsteady.
Oh,
30.
the young guy.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
31.
can't hardly stand up. I'll come around and tell him how to do it.
Bueno. Sí.
Okay.
Sí.
Can't stand up, can he?
Bueno, entonces vamos a...
Imagine what it's like when they get on the road like that and
Oh
drive.
yeah, meet somebody like that, you're in trouble.
¿Te vas a dejar solo o no?
Just a little bit soft down
Yeah, just a little.
there. It won't matter though, because we're going to get the boards off of here, and this is nice and flat. This is a good one here.
Yeah,
Isn't that amazing how they do that? Though?
it sure is. It really is.
¿Cómo se llama esta madera?
Cedro.
Cedro.
Sí.
Oh, bueno. This is cedar.
Oh, it is cedar.
Cedro.
Mm-hmm.
Cedro.
Sí.
Going back down to home. Should say a big family. There's the rest of them. This was the runway that they made when they first flew in here to bring some tin roofs and stuff in for the school. And it is steep, and then there's that pile of trees at the bottom, and they had to fill in a bunch of low places by hand to make it smooth. But I don't know if this camera will do it or not, but it's steep down there. It probably doesn't show how steep. They came in over these trees to land, and then they just turn around here a little bit so you can see. And this is the landing strip. And it goes, they landed going uphill, and they took off going downhill, but I don't know how it's so short, I don't know how they got over the trees here to bar them in, but that's how they flew in. I guess they don't use it too much anymore because they have the road in. Anyway, probably about a block and a half long, block and a quarter, not very long. It's kind of a steeple. They said it was going to rain in a little bit, so it looks like it's clouding up.
Oh, I agree.
What's that, sugar now?
I saw. I did, I was.
Oh,
Except my juice. Pardon me, Mel, I'm gonna get a little juice. Hi, Eddie.
Hi.
Did you eat?
Andy, go into that roof and maybe some trailer house light frames to scan that. They maintain it. They've got a code they've got to go by.
I think they would.
Did you notice the code on the outhouse?
Yeah.
What code would you have up in there?
I noticed those steps going up to our house were on code.
Yeah, right.
One niño.
Oh, very
beautiful.
Gracias.
Yes, very nice.
Falta trumpet. No tiene.
What did you
Me
say?
gusta.
He said he likes playing the trumpet, but he doesn't have one.
That's what I thought he said.
I want to know,
How many grandchildren?
how many grandchildren?
Niñas.
Smile! Don't take it, honey, she had her. No.
Yeah.
Karen, do you have an extra sweater? And I said, no. She said, I don't either. My giveaway got stolen.
This is our house where we're sleeping, and as you can see, all the sleeping bags, it's just lay down and try to get some sleep with on these boards. We all have mats under us, so it's somewhat of a comfort. And this is Karen's saying the mats still feel like boards. They put this down especially for us so that we'd have a special place to sleep. Then as we come around and you see the windows, there's no glass or anything here. And these are our things, and like I started to say, this is really a classroom in the normal times. So they had to double up and put the kids in one room, and so that we didn't have to move our stuff all out of here. And as we come over here to the window, this is where people peek in at us all the time, so you have to be real careful what you're doing. Okay, this is the doctor's office in here, and this is Fred's sister that's doing the work with the patients. This is another classroom you can see, but they cleared it out for us to use with the doctors, and she's just been absolutely steady all day and all day yesterday as well.
¿Quieres saber así para tomar una foto? Que la lista que se está. Oh, you getting it?
I can, yeah, I
I'm just
can.
going to close this so
Sure.
the background light is
Sure. So this is inside where the doctors are working. Linda is a ER doctor with a nurse, and this is an 80-year-old patient that is talking about stomach problems that she has. She's also the lady that wanted to have glasses. Her eyes are very, very bad, but by the time that she came to us, we were all out of glasses. And we have Faye is working behind her, trying to just get her relaxed and comforted.
¿A dónde es que le duele el estómago? ¿A dónde le
Not only are her eyes really bad, but her teeth are just absolutely in terrible shape. I feel so sorry for her. It's raining outside, it's cold. You can tell by her outfit that she's one of the Indian tribes. None of their houses seem to have heat in it. How they keep warm, I cannot even imagine. And if you notice the feet, just little thongs on for the feet. You can see how cold she is, just holding herself and having a hard time breathing. They found this just a little cotton t-shirt and put it on her to try to help keep her warm. She's feels good to her. Your heart breaks knowing she has to go out in that rain and that's all the clothes she has on. There's nothing under that. She's so cold. But she likes Faye rubbing her back, so she wanted a little bit more of that. You can see she's cold. And his knee is really hurting and he's trying to
He has to walk, you know that village that we passed just before we got here? He has to walk all the way back there.
Oh, no. Todo mi tía está bueno.
¿Desde cuándo?
Ya tiene como 5 años.
5 años?
Sí, claro. Entonces, no tengo dinero para eso. Sí, walk over here. No tengo nada.
¿Cómo llegaste? ¿Por pie?
A pie vine.
Yeah, but his pants are pulling up, but yeah, he has arthritis.
¿El otro es igual?
She said he has arthritis really badly, and they have to walk so far, and of course only have these boots to walk in because it's so muddy.
Yeah, but when the pants push down on it, it's hard to.
There's the nurse working on a little boy here that has breathing problems, breathing real fast. They're concerned about what might be wrong with him.
¿Y esto sí va a proteger el estómago?
Poco, pero sí tiene. Tenía mucho, se inyectó y se calmó, pero sí le sigue dando fatiga.
These are Indian people who have to, some of them speak Spanish, but then that has to be translated back again into their Indian dialect. So you're going through 3 translations. This is the nurse's deal to help win these little guys over. She blew up a glove and put little facial features on it. I'm going to give it to him in just a minute. Thanks a lot. Linda's taking a look at his ears, making sure how he's doing. We know this is going to be trouble, so I just wanted to get one last little... He's doing really good.
Take a deep breath. Look at me. Tell him to do that.
This mother is 34 and has 14 children and is complaining of pains. So probably she's got a lot of uterine distress.
Vamos a cantar el último número.